All right, so this feels like a pretty good test. Hopefully I'll be in focus and we'll be talking in just a minute.
I'm on a float, I'm on a float. Everybody look at me, cause I'm tanning on a float. I'm on a float, I'm on a float. Take a good hard look at the
Intex Challenger 300 that I'm selling, and we'll try and put this for $100 on Craigslist. Once that happens, I have $100 to buy a Last year I brought you Chris and Amy Move Out. If you didn't watch that, you should check it out right here on this YouTube channel. That was about me moving into a motorhome, and my girlfriend at the time, still friends with her. She's doing well, for those of you that asked. Now, what I wanted before I wanted a motorhome, I actually wanted a boat, and I had looked into getting a sailboat to live on, and then that seemed I would have to change jobs and towns and the lifestyles, and it was too much. So I opted for the motorhome. But I still always wanted to check out a boat. So I looked into, like a rowboat or a motorboat or a bass boat. I don't fish, but that's still a pretty cool boat to have. I checked into speedboats. They all looked like they were a nightmare with the registration and the trailer and the tow hitch and the blah, blah, blah. It was too much. So I thought, hey, what if I just went down and got one of these little portable boats? And then that didn't look like something I was interested in because I have a convertible, not a minivan to strap it to the roof of. And then I saw that the inflatable boats have actually come a long ways. I had checked out a YouTube video of a gentleman who had probably the biggest of it's probably like the flagship of the passenger style boats. It was the Intex Excursion 5. I wasn't aware that you could get a trolling motor and strap it on the back, and I was really impressed. So I set out to get an Intex Excursion. They were around $200. I didn't want to pull the trigger on that, so I went on Craigslist and I bought a little two-man, I think it was a Seveler, or maybe it was an Intex, I don't know. It was a Seahawk 2, and I tried that out, and it didn't comfortably fit two people at all. It fit one person, but it was still pretty cool. So I bought that for So I bought that on Craigslist for $40, and then I wound up selling it for $60. And then I wound up buying another boat on Craigslist for $60 that was bigger, and it did fit. It held two people. I took a passenger out in it. It was the Intex Challenger 3, and it was still pretty cool, but it wasn't any Excursion 5. It didn't have the bench-style seats with the inflatable backs and all that stuff. I was looking into buying one of those and building a hardwood floor for it, and then I thought, what if they, this is such a great idea, these people, they get these boats, they put the motor on it. What if somebody's already made a boat that comes with a hardwood floor? Lo and behold, I found one, and that was the Intex Mariner 4. I actually found a whole forum of people over on iBoats.com, and they were using this Intex Mariner 4, and they were customizing it and putting seats on board like a bass boat and all kinds of bells and whistles. And I thought, this is the one for me. So I went looking, and I wound up buying one recently. It hasn't shown up yet. It's in the mail. It's pretty sweet, though. It's the Intex Mariner 4. So here's a picture. So it's reminiscent of a whitewater rafting boat. It's made out of the same type of materials. There's a really good review if you're interested in buying one of these yourself on rubberboats.com. They do a really good review on all the features. There's a 2007 and earlier model. It has the round seats. It's not the one that you're looking for. Then there's a 2008 model. That's what I got. It holds more weight, and it has the rectangular seats, and that's the one I wanted. And then there's the brand new 2013 model. It costs the same as the 2008 model, but it is a different color pattern. It's red instead of yellow. I like yellow, and I like the pattern better. It was a little bit more plain Jane, tactical military looking, and the new one looked like it was trying to get all sporty with the red racing stripes and all that. I would have settled for either. The one I found was yellow. I was happy about that. I'm waiting on it in the mail. Now, one thing I need to overcome is I go out a lot by myself. I plan on taking my daughter with me sometimes, but it's a pain to get the boat from the car to the water. So, oftentimes there's a boat ramp and then you have to park your car 250 yards away. So do you carry the uninflated boat and the pump and the oars and everything down with you? 3 or 4 trips leaving things down there unattended and back and forth to the car? No, that seemed, that was inconvenient. Do you inflate the boat and stick everything in it and drag it down? This new boat is supposed to be pretty sturdy, but I still don't want to treat it that way. So I'm looking for a different solution, and I came up with one today. So using my old boat, the one I'm selling on Craigslist right now, the Intex Challenger 300, which is a great boat, by the way. I'll probably put part of this video on Craigslist so someone comes and buys that so I can afford the battery for my Intex Mariner 4. Anyways, I went and I bought some PVC and some wheels from Harbor Freight and some tie downs, and I'm making a boat dolly. So now when I get to where I want to go, and all the lakes that I go to, I know where I park, and I have a little place next to where I park where I can inflate the boat, throw it onto this dolly that I'm creating, and then take that with all the gear in the boat right down into the water, and then break down the dolly, throw it in the boat, and away I go. So I'm pretty excited about it. So here's a little DIY on my boat dolly solution that I came up with today. So we've got the assorted hardware. We had some nuts and some bolts and some washers. 2 wheels from Harbor Freight. These guys were about $5 each. They were on sale. We had some assorted PVC. I just had 2 big long ones, and then I used my PVC cutters to chop them down into the sizes that I wanted. And then I had some PVC tees and some PVC elbows. I'm using 1/2 inch PVC, by the way. Now, something that's really cool about this is without using any kind of a drill or a tool or anything, I use these PVC sleeves. And these sleeves, you can run the bolt through with the washers and the nut right through the wheel, and you made yourself a little axle that'll plug right into the 1/2 inch PVC. Now, it is finger tight, and it could spin free if you grabbed it and undid the bolt while you were walking down. The wheel would probably fall off, but I don't anticipate that happening. I anticipate it'll probably just be a little bit loose and wobbly from time to time, and I'll just tighten it up with my fingers. But, I mean, this is my YouTube channel. If it doesn't work, I'll be updating it, but I'm pretty optimistic about this. So let's go check out the Intex Challenger 300 that I'm selling, and we'll put this boat dolly underneath it, and we'll give it a little test drive around the garage, and we'll see how well it does. Quick shout out to you guys at iBoats, and then any of my friends and family that watch my YouTube channel. And I have quite a few people subscribing that I don't know. Hey, thanks guys. I love having you take an interest in this stuff. It's why I make the video. It's not just so I can sit down and watch it later. So I appreciate you taking the time out to check out my videos and rate and comment. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. God bless.